Kit Kats can read.
Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome to another video, and in today's video I'm bringing you guys my August TBR, all the books that I would like to read from in August. The majority of these are going to be sort of like randomly selected, which is really sort of exciting. I'm also pushing forward some books as well, and I've got like books I'm currently reading. So today I'm filming on the 28th of July, so I of course have some current reads that I'm reading at the moment. So the first of which is Boy Queen by George Lester. I got this for review. It comes out literally around the 6th of August. This is for fans of RuPaul's Drag Race. It's literally about drag and drama, and if you really sort of like things like school, that is just about like stage and like drama on the stage and that sort of stuff, like theatre, then yeah, you'll really enjoy this. I myself love a bit of theatre, so I'm one chapter in already and I'm like, oh, this is awesome. So I'm reading from this at the moment, so I don't know if I'll have this done by the beginning of August, but yeah, this is what I'm currently reading at the moment. The other book that I'm currently reading is A Ballad of Some Bears and Snakes by Suzanne Collins, the new latest book in the Hunger Games series. I know I've been speaking about this like in previous TBRs ever since I've heard it, and that is just purely because I don't know, I've been reading other books than this. And it's not to say that this is a book that I'm not enjoying at the moment, because in a weird way I am sort of enjoying it. I know a lot of people haven't enjoyed this book and there's mixed reviews on it, but I don't really have an opinion of it as of yet. I'm finding it to be, you know, fairly decent read, if I do say so myself. But I'm only 4 chapters in. I'm only like literally there, not far in at all, but I'm listening to the audiobook as well as physically reading this. I've just had other books that I needed to get read first, so I've put this to one side. But I am currently reading this as well. I don't know if I'll get this done by August as well, but we shall see. There's a few days left and I'm off work, so who knows. So next of all guys, I am going to be doing my random number generator. I really like doing this. I've got my folder here that is full of all of my young adult books in a list format. I'll just share it quickly with you guys. It's indexed and tells you exactly how many, and then they're sectioned off like in the numbers, so like obviously 1 to 100 to 200, so on and so forth. And so as you can see, they're listed like this, and these are all my young adult books. They are the ones that I have got the majority of books to, so they are the ones that I am sort of like picking from. So I have a total of 1,503 shock horror, and I'm going to use random.org for this, so I'm going to generate it here. The result is number 504. I will place a screenshot of this as well, because I don't think you will be able to see that number right there. I think it just, I don't know, you might be able to see it just about. There you go. So 504, so I will look in the folder now under my 500s. It will be here. 504 is The Weight of Water by Sarah Crossan. So this is 504 right here. Very hard to see. I will send a snapshot of that for you guys, and I will get that book out. So I managed to dig out and find The Weight of Water by Sarah Crossan. It was on a box just behind me. It still requires a lot of lifting and pulling, just like with the garage. But still, this is a short read, so this is quite good. I've read books by Sarah Crossan before, so yeah, this one, literally, I can't remember too much what this is about, if I'm honest. And it's about someone that's armed with a suitcase and a laundry bag. Their mother and themselves head for England. Life's lonely for them. Her mother's heart is breaking. The school friends are scarce. Someone special swims into her life and learn that there might be more than one way to stay afloat. So I feel like it's going to be very heart-wrenching, because I've read a Sarah Crossan book before and it has literally tugged at me, and yeah, and it's nice and short as well, so it's good that I managed to pull out a nice and short book. And this book is also told in verse, which I've also read a book by Sarah Crossan that was told in verse as well, which I really enjoyed. So this is cool. This is a really short read, so this won't take me long to read in August. Next of all guys, I'm going to be unwrapping a book, and I've got 5 left because, you know, 5 months left of the year. August, September, October, November and December. So I've got 5 books here. I've got my spinny app here that's going to declare which book I'm going to unwrap in front of you guys. So we shall see by spinning it right now. So as you can see, it's just about on the number 3. So I'm going to go with the number 3. I have got, here we go. Number 3 is here. Oh my god, this one's looking a little bit of a chunker. Christmas wrapping paper, of course, because I wrap this around Christmas, New Year. Nothing wrong with that as well. I have no idea what are in any of these. I literally, like I say, do it around Christmas, New Year. So I don't have a clue. Oh my god, I don't know what this is. I haven't got a clue. I do have a list somewhere though, but I don't look at it. It's just so that I am aware of what books are wrapped up. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. So, this book is The Other Bowling Girl by Philippa Gregory. So this was made into a film. 2 sisters competing for the greatest prize, which is the love of the king. Mary Boleyn catches the eye of Henry VIII when she is just 14. Her joy is cut short when she discovers that she's a pawn in her family's plots. The capricious king's interest wanes. Mary is ordered to pass on her knowledge of how to please him to her friend and rival, which is her sister Anne. And Anne soon becomes irresistible to Henry. Mary must resign herself to being the other bowling girl, but beyond the court is a man who dares to challenge the power of the family, to offer Mary a life of freedom and passion, if only she has the courage to break away before the bowling enemies turn on the bowling girls. Now, a major film starring Scarlett Johansson as Mary Boleyn, Natalie Portman as Anne Boleyn, and Eric Bana as Henry VIII. Let me know down below, guys, if you have seen this movie and what you thought about it, and also let me know if you've read this book as well, because I mean, I think I got this from a charity shop. I can't really remember, but this is so huge. Oh my gosh, it's over 500 pages, guys. This is intimidating. It doesn't really look it. Over 500 pages, guys. But you know what? Historical fiction, and yeah, obviously love interest, and yeah, I'm intrigued though. Next of all, guys, I'm going to be going on to my 2019 booktube top books. So the 2019 book recommendations, basically last year around the time when everybody's starting to release their top books of the year or top 10 books of the year, I put everybody that I am subscribed to, plus other people that I was newly subscribed to. I also was searching people's top books. I put them all into this jar, this very, very jar. So there's a lot, and there's a lot of repeats as well, because there was a lot of people's favourites. I didn't put books in that I'd read. So for things like Daisy Jones and the Six, which was released last year, that was on a lot of people's top books of the year, but I didn't put it in because I'd already read it, luckily myself. But there are other repeats as well. So I'm going to be picking and choosing from this very jar, which is cool because that way I'm reading what somebody has recommended to me. This is good to use for readathons as well. So if you guys are really sort of like intrigued about this, then yeah, go for it. I'm just giving it a little stir so I can, not that this scoop really does much, the scoop just came with it. And then I will reach my hand into the jar. Put my hand in the cookie jar. The trouble is, it's getting the hand out. I found one. It's in my finger. It's in my finger. There's one here. This one here. Oh my god. I get so nervous because I feel like people recommend big books as well. Okay, cool. So the book that's come out is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I've got that around here somewhere. I've literally got it right here. Oh, this is cool. So here we go, The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I have got a bookmark in this because I was going to buddy read this along with some people, and I've already got it tabs out for like 50 pages or so that I could read it. I just haven't removed any of these tabs. And this is easy because this has got shitloads of pages as well. Like over 600 pages, which is crazy. This is going to be the month of big books, isn't it, guys? Let me know if you've read this book and what you thought about it. Maybe you can inspire me to read this book. But I've heard really good things about it. I just don't know. I just know it's about this magical circus that arrives, and yeah, that's all I literally know about it, about this circus. So yeah, I'm super intrigued, and hopefully if I do get around to it I will enjoy it. Totally going to wear this for the rest of the video because it was just there and I was like, sorted. So next of all, I'm going to go on to my 2020 TBR, which I'm also pushing forwards from last month as well, because I actually haven't got round to reading this, and that is Gone Line by Zoe Sugg. I just don't think I'll have time to read this month, so I'm just pushing it forwards for next month, and that way hopefully I can get around to reading it. And then if I do, then I'll go on to reading another book from my 2020 TBR. I'm also pushing forward a book from my old TBR, and this is a book that I've owned for quite a while, and it's Glass Houses by Rachel Caine, the first book in the Morgan the Vampire series. I'm very sort of like intrigued to read this, so I'm just like, you know what, I'm just going to push this forwards and hopefully I will find time to read it. It's a little tiny book that's just under 400 pages. But yeah, vampires, and I'm totally in the mood for it, so that's why I'm pushing it forward. Next of all, guys, is the TBR machine. You guys may have seen this because I did use this for my Bookopoly when I did Bookopoly, and this was just one that if you landed on it, I picked a book out of it. But I am for all of the random number generators at the moment, and inside these little capsules are books. So this is what I use, a little candy jar. And I just give it a little shake, and then I will just pull one out. First one that pops out, which is this blue one here, is what I will be reading. So let's find out the mystery book of what is for this month. Again, mystery. Ink and Bone by Rachel Caine. I've got that around somewhere as well. I will fetch that out. I can't remember where I've put it, but I will find it for you guys. But yeah, just to share with you, Ink and Bone by Rachel Caine. So here we have Ink and Bone by Rachel Caine. This is a book that I started reading before, and then I put it down because I couldn't get into it, and then I got rid of it. Now, I've got it again because the premise really intrigues me, and I got the sequel to it. I hear really good things about it, and I want to give it another go. So I managed to find this really cheap. I think I got this one in a charity shop. So it was a sign, the fact that it appeared and it was haunting me. And yeah, so this is literally about in a world where the Great Library of Alexandria was never destroyed. So knowledge rules the world, and it's freely available, strictly controlled. Owning private books is a crime. So we've got Jess Brightwell, the son of a black market book smuggler. They're sent to the library to compete for a position as a scholar. But as he forms friendships and finds his true gifts, he begins to unearth the dark secrets of the greatest institution in the world. Those who control the Great Library believe that knowledge is more valuable than human life, and soon both heretics and books will burn. So yeah, it's the first book in the new series. It's a sign that it's also come out as well. Maybe I need to give it another try. So we shall see what I think about this. But yeah, I mean, it's about books, so, you know. But I couldn't get into it a few years ago when I did try it. But it might be just that I wasn't in the right frame of mind. So I'm going to give it another go again, and hopefully I can get into this a lot better. I'm hoping that I can. Our final randomness is my YA TBR jar. So I've also got some YA books in here. That's what I own in physical format, and I do like to pick out of this jar as well. So I won't dig too deep in this one. I'll pick one of these from the top. So these probably have my most recent books in, actually, because I tend to put them in this one. We have Everything That Makes You by Mariah McStay. That's the book that's come out. So I will dig that out for you because I can't remember what that book looks like. I'll have to look at the picture on Goodreads and then find it from there. And then we have here Everything That Makes You by Mariah McStay. It's a hardback book. I thought this is what the book looked like. I didn't actually even look at the cover on Goodreads. I was sure it was a hardback. I literally looked behind me at this bookshelf here, and it was just right at the end of this bookshelf, and I was like, oh cool. Now I can't remember where I got this book. I think it possibly came in an Owl Crate when I first used to get Owl Crate boxes, so I can't even really remember what this book is about, but I've also got the bookmark as well, so that's another reason why I'm pretty sure that I got it in an Owl Crate. So it says here, a childhood accident scars Fiona Doyle's face and changes her life. Who would she be if the accident never happened? One girl, two stories. I like these sort of books. Before the accident, after the accident. It's like the big old what if. So I think I will actually enjoy this book, because I really sort of like Pivot Point and Split Second by Casey West, because Pivot Point especially was told sort of like if one thing happened, what would happen there, and if one thing happened, what would happen there, and would it have made any difference, and that sort of thing. So I really liked that. So yeah, so I got the feeling that I will actually enjoy this book, and I'm really glad that this came out of my TBR jar, and you know, I've owned it for a few years, so it's another good reason to get it read. The last book that I have to share with you is a buddy read that I'm reading along with Book Enthusiast. I will link his channel down below in the description, and we're going to be reading Made for You by Melissa Marr. So intentionally we were going to read this in July, but I think we both just either forgot or didn't have time. I only just remembered after I filmed my TBR, and then I think he forgot as well, so I will message him and be like, hey, I'm putting it on my TBR, it's in my video, and whether he will join me in with it. If not, I'm reading it on my own. But yeah, this I've owned for quite a while, and one wants to kiss her, the other wants to kill her. Dun, dun, dun. So Eva wakes up in hospital, she's confused, she has been hit in the car, doesn't know why, and just finding it out, and yeah. So it's a smart and sassy thriller. A must read for all fans of romantic thrillers. Ooh, okay, cool, romantic thriller. I love the cover to this as well. I think it's totally awesome, and it's beautiful. I just love this moth. It's just like, oh, it's like totally cool. It's beautiful. So yeah, so I'm really, really happy about this, and hopefully I can get around to reading this during the month of August. So there you have it, guys. That is the end of my August TBR. I hope you guys have enjoyed the books that I have shared with you and the random books that have come out. I've got a mixture of like YA, I've got some adult books that have come out, I've got a classic of The Night Circus, and yeah, I've got a book that's I'm sort of giving another chance to as well. So yeah, so I'm going to be picking and choosing from these books the majority of August. I'm going to literally try and stick to this TBR as best as I possibly can, and yeah, I'm hoping that August is going to be a better month reading wise for me. But that's it for me, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Do give me a thumbs up if you have. All of my social media links, as always, are linked down below in the description if you would like to follow me elsewhere. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy, and most importantly, stay safe. My name is Katie, and I will see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye!